YouTube channel, the channel where I like to talk about the good, the bad, and all we have to know about Italy. So, in today's video, I want to go back to an article written by this outlet called Quotidiano di Puglia. So, we are talking about properties and the prices of the properties for sale in Apulia region. Now, as I said, I have already done a video where I was reading this article, but in today's video and in another two, so I just want to go and comparing the prices of the properties for sale, the prices that are shown here um, on this article. I want to compare with the prices that are given on realadvisor.it. Now, the Real Advisor is this website that is showing the average price per square meter of all the towns in Italy where we have properties for sale. All right, so let me translate in English for you to make it a bit easier. So this article was Beach House. Here's how much it costs to buy one in Puglia, the most expensive and the cheapest locations. So here in this article we have chapter number 2, the most expensive locations, chapter number 3, the intermediate zones, and the chapter number 4, the cheapest locations. So in today's video, I focus only on the most expensive locations written here in this article, and I want to go to compare with the prices on Real Advisor. So let's start. But anyway, before I start this video, please put like and subscribe if you like my videos. It helps my channel to grow. And then if you want, you can join my Facebook group, Italy, a Place to Love. All right, so let's start reading again. So at the top of the price list is Santa Cesarea Terme, with prices reaching 3,100 euro per square meter. Now, a 60 square meter, 3 rooms apartment in the city center is listed for 187,000 euro. So, Santa Cesarea Terme is considered one of the most expensive towns where to buy a property in Apulia region. So here we are talking about apartment. And now I will go straight away on Real Advisor and I'm gonna type Santa Cesarea Terme. Santa Cesarea Terme, we have it already here. Okay, now Santa Cesarea Terme is a municipality in Lecce province. So let me zoom out. As you can see, this is all Lecce province. All right. The one you see in green are the one with the lowest prices. And the one we see in red are the one with the most expensive prices. So basically here, according to Real Advisor, is telling that Otranto municipality is the one with the highest prices, while, for example, Santa Cesarea Terme is not given. But anyway, let's focus on Santa Cesarea Terme according to what Quotidiano di Puglia said. Now here we see, for example, Mercato Immobiliare a Santa Cesarea Terme, we see that the average price for an apartment for sale is 1,557 euros. Then 1,557 is an average of the prices. Now we have the cheapest price of a property listed online for 553 euro and the most expensive 3,961. Obviously, this is the average. If we talk about houses, we see that the price is slightly higher, so 1,652. Now, if I go back to the article, here it says Anyway, okay, anyway, to be precise, it says with prices reaching 3,100 euro per square meter. Okay, go back one second. Nothing. Here the average is half of the price that it says, but obviously, here we see that we have the highest prices that are reaching 3,961 euro. So anyway, for me, my opinion anyway, the prices is possible to find properties for sale in Santa Cesarea Terme for half of this price, for half of 3,100 euros. So with 1,500 it's already possible to find a lovely house in this high wanted destination in Apulia region. All right, so now let's move to the second destination. Bari also remains consistently above 3,000 euro. Sorry. Okay, let's read in Italian. Um, One second. Let's read it in Italian. We have advertising here. Now, anche Bari resta stabilmente sopra i 3.000 euro al metro quadro. So also Bari stays over 3,000 euro per square meter, in particular in the central area and on the beach. So the areas close to the sea. Un bilocale in zona Madonella da 55 metri quadri, so a two rooms apartment in zona Madonnella, 55 square meters, we might find for the average price of 165,000 euros. So anyway, here it says that Bari is above the 3,000 euro per square meter. Okay, now let's go here. Let's check Bari. Okay, now about Bari, what can we say? That Bari, anyway, is the capital of Apulia region. Let me zoom out just to let you understand where we are talking about. So we are in the central part of Apulia region, while Lecce is the southest part of Apulia region. So we have Bari. Let's see, Bari province. So in Bari, we see that we have these two municipalities which are in red, Bari province, which are in red. One is Monopoli, the other one, I guess, is Polignano a Mare. All right, so we have Bari. Okay, if we see here, the average price of an apartment in Bari is 2,048,000 euro. Uh, what else can I say about this price? Obviously, this 2,000 euro is an average. The price on the outlet here, it says 3,000, but it says Bari resta stabilmente sopra i 3.000 euro al metro quadro, in particolare nelle zone centrali e sul mare. So mainly it says that this 3,000 euro is not for all the town, the city of Bari city, but is in particular for the areas which are the very central areas and the one on the beach. Then obviously I might guess that the surrounding uh, properties, let's say the one maybe closer to in the suburban area, are cheaper. For example, here we can see that all the one in red are the one with high prices per square meter, 2,250 here, 2,250. The one in green we see, so we have different areas. We might have districts of Bari municipality which are above 2,000 euro per square meter, and other, for example, maybe the green one because they're closer to the airport. But we also see that in the central area of Bari, in this area here, we see that the prices are lower than the area in red. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so basically, anyway, we can say that the average price it stays around 2,000 euro, no more. But obviously, if we are looking to buy a property um, in a fancy area, where there's very high demand, or anyway where there are expensive properties, I can say yes, the price might go over 3,000 euro per square meter. I see the Swabian Castle of Bari. So anyway, Bari, it's a big city. I think it's around half million inhabitants. Quite big city for me. Anyway, here it's also saying probably the trend of the price. You can see on the left of the screen. So we can see that recently we had prices rising. All right, I want just to have a quick look. This is just 1 year. Anyway, we had a pricing drop and then now prices slightly going up, but I won't really focus that much on this graphic. It all depends. Negli ultimi 12 mesi i prezzi delle case sono aumentati del 6,9%. So prices of the houses increased of 6.9% in Bari, while the apartments rose of 4.9%. Ok, let me see, in un periodo di 3 anni, in a 3 years period, il prezzo al metro quadro ha registrato un aumento del 18%. So it says that in a 3 years time period, the prices per square meter have seen an increase of 18.2%. Per le case è un calo 3% degli appartamenti. I won't take it too much, but anyway, I will just focus. It says that apartment decreased 3%, houses increased of 18.2%. So a bit particular. Anyway, we see here, for example, that apartments are higher. But if we check the price per square meter, we see that the houses are are lower than the apartments. All right, let's go back to the article. Okay, because then let's see what is the following destination. Prezzi elevati anche a Gallipoli, che oscilla tra i 2.100 e i 3.200 euro al metro quadro a seconda della zona. Nel centro storico un appartamento da 92 metri quadri costa quasi 300.000 euro. So 92 square meters, let's say 100 square meters, 300,000 euros. So we are talking about 3,000 euro per square meter. Mentre while un bilocale a Rivabella si trova a 95.000 euro. Bilocale means we are talking between 50 and 60 square meters. Rivabella is a district very close to Gallipoli. Obviously, it would be much more convenient to buy in Rivabella than Gallipoli. So let's focus again on the price. It says between 2,100 euro and 3,200 euro for a house in Gallipoli. Okay, now we are going to check Gallipoli. Gallipoli, Lecce province. Okay, so let's zoom out. Okay, anyway, we see that Otranto, this is the Adriatic coast, and we saw Santa Cesarea Terme being just in this area, close to Otranto. Here we are on the other side of Apulia region, so we are on the Ionian coast. And so we have Gallipoli. And now let's investigate a bit the prices per square meter. So here it says that an apartment is the average price for an apartment for sale in Gallipoli is 1,886 euro. Okay, while on this article it was saying that an apartment, okay, Okay, here it says centro storico, so historical center. Obviously, in the historical part, in the center of Gallipoli, the prices are higher. Again, we have the same concept as for Bari. So here is giving one price, but it's talking about, let's say, the most expensive areas of the towns itself, because again, if we go on realadvisor.it, we see that the prices are lower, because obviously you might have areas where the prices of the houses are higher and areas where the prices of the house are cheaper. For example, if we zoom in now, the green areas, this is Gallipoli. We see that the green areas are the one with a lower price per square meter, 1,500, 1,700. Let's see, then in yellow is a tiny bit more expensive. I don't see in red, for example, I see only one, only here. So only if you see at the bottom of this area here has the red one. Then we see the closer to the sea, the higher the price. Obviously, here we are in the very old part, in the very old Gallipoli, but we still see anyway that the prices are in yellow between 2,200. In the article, it said between 2,000, if I'm not wrong, yeah, 2,100 and 3,200. Here we are trying to make an analysis of, for example, let me zoom in closer here. We have these areas in brown. Okay, these are the most expensive areas. Then, anyway, if we move to this part of the town, we see already, for example, in green, so the prices are lower. The darker the green, the lower the price. Okay. So, and then it was also talking about a district called Rivabella. Now, I'm trying to move because I know Rivabella is quite close. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. Okay, here we are. You see, here we have Rivabella, which is anyway also probably there's a high demand of properties for sale in this district of Gallipoli. But we see, for example, that anyway, we have, okay, 2,200, 2,500 euro per square meter, 2,250. We have some green, some in green. Let me zoom out a bit just to understand. For example, here we have San Nicola. Now, I really want to congratulate to one of my subscribers, Angela, which I know she recently bought a property in this area. And I'm very happy for her because she was looking for a while. She had been looking for a while for a property in Salento. So I'm very happy for her. And I really wish her, to realize all the dreams that she is dreaming of. Anyway, congratulations, Angela. And so, what else? Okay, so basically, for example, let me check just San Nicola, because we are very close. Nicola, San Nicola, just because, for example, if it's me that I have to buy a property, if I really want to buy a property in this area, I would never stay in Gallipoli. I would simply check in the Galatone or Galatone, uh, again, San Nicola, Alezio, in this area, very, very close. I'm going to spend less money, and it's still like if I'm living in Gallipoli. Okay, let me check a bit San Nicola. We see anyway that the prices are greener. Anyway, we have green. So from 1,200, 1,500. also down to 750 to 1000 euro per square meter. Okay, this is the Gallipoli area. So I would recommend to focus on this area rather than Gallipoli or Alezio, Tuglie. These are, I'm not familiar with these towns, but I'm just checking. Matino. So we are talking about Taviano, Racale. So these areas that are very, very close, we are talking about 10, 15 minutes, even less, 10 minutes driving to Gallipoli or to the sea. Then, all right, sorry, I made a mistake. It's all right. Ok, then we go, seguono Polignano a Mare, Polignano a Mare, 2700 euro al metro quadro, 2700 euro per square meter, con esempi che spaziano dai 160.000 euro per un bilocale ai 445.000 per un terratetto. Ok, so it says 2,700 euro per square meter in Polignano a Mare. Okay, let's investigate here. Let's go. Polignano a Mare. We already have it here. Okay, so this is the municipality, Polignano a Mare municipality. So we see that Monopoly and Polignano a Mare. Again, we are talking about Bari province. We are back to Bari province. So we had Santa Cesarea Terme and Gallipoli in Lecce province. Here we have Bari and Polignano a Mare in Bari province. In between, we have Brindisi province, which is also a beautiful area. But so now here about Polignano a Mare, it gives very high price per square meter. So we are talking about 3,207 euros for an apartment for sale, and for a house a bit lower, 500 euro lower, nearly 2,697 euro per square meter. Okay, if I go back here, so it says 2,700 euro per square meter, 2,700. Yes, it's matching with the price given by Real Advisor. So 2,700 euro for a house, much higher for an apartment, 3,200 euros. So in case someone is interested to buy. Anyway, Polignano a Mare is one of the most wanted destinations in Apulia region. VIPs are buying properties, rich people, and so on. All right, so basically here you see we can see the colors of the areas, of the districts of Polignano a Mare. So basically we see that the very central part of Polignano a Mare has very high prices per square meter, 3,200. I want to see if there are some higher than. Okay, then we drop to 3,000. Then if we move to the yellow area, we see the prices lowering, 2,700, 2,200. Okay, the further we go from the sea, basically the cheaper the properties. Then, for example, in green here, okay, here we are in the suburban area. Let's see. Okay, here we have 2,000 euros, so we are in the countryside. Anyway, and we see that the prices are not cheap. Anyway, 2,000 euro per square meter, 1,750. We have this area, these houses here, you see in very dark red. So we are talking about above 3,500 euro per square meter. That's very interesting. Let's see. Okay, so we have this area, which is not, anyway, we have beautiful beaches here. I was checking if there are some green. Okay, the further we move, for example, here we see that the price is not far from Polignano a Mare, the prices are already dropping, half of the prices of Polignano al Mare, 1,500, 1,750. Very, very interesting. All right, and now let's see which one is the last destination. So, Vieste. So, Vieste, 2.300 euro al metro quadro, 2.300 euro per square meter, dove un monolocale in centro si acquista a 90.000 euro. Now, maybe not many of you are familiar with this destination, Vieste. So we are in the Gargano Peninsula, we are in the northern part of Apulia region. So to buy a studio, because monolocale in Italy is what we call studio, just one open space with a bathroom. So it says 90,000 euro. So basically, if we half 90, we see that if the price per square meter is 2,000 euro, so with 90,000 euro, we are buying 40 square meters. All right, so let's go now here on realadvisor.it. Let's type Pieste. Okay, all right, here we are. Let me zoom out first of all to let you understand where we are. All right, so, okay, Vieste. Vieste, as you can see, we are talking about the northern part of Apulia region. We are talking about Foggia province, which is not one of the most wanted destinations. So, because we know Lecce, Brindisi, and Bari are more famous, but there is this place, Vieste, which is very, there's a high demand, in particular of the Italian tourism, but not only, not only. It's a extremely popular touristic destination in Apulia region. The sea is beautiful in all this area that goes from Termoli, and Termoli, we are talking about Molise region, down to Manfredonia, but also down here to Margherita di Savoia. That's where I usually go when I go to the sea. Zapponeta and Margherita di Savoia. These are the locations. Andria, then we have Barletta, that is in this area, because it's close to where I'm living. So I am in Basilicata region anyway, but I'm at the border with Apulia region. So this is kind of the location where the place where I'm living is exactly this area here, where the mouse is showing on the map. Now the problem of Vieste, let's say, is that it's quite far if you want to reach it, because it's a kind of mountain area, the Gargano Peninsula. Roads are not the best. There are a lot of turns and bends. So anyway, but it's a beautiful destination, and a lot of people are going on holiday over there, and it's true. So, okay, here let's focus on the prices. Now, they say the apartment's average price is 1,882 euro. So it said in the article that a studio is about more than 2,000, 2,300. So we see anyway that the prices on Real Advisor are slightly lower than it said on the article. And then we have the houses that are more expensive than the apartments. So we have houses around 2,175 euro per square meter. Again, I go back here one second. Vieste, dove un monolocale in centro si acquista a 90.000 euro. And now we go back here just to see if it's true, if it's matching. So we go in Vieste. So Vieste, as you see, is at the very the part in the sea of the peninsula that anyway this destination here. Okay, now let's see if we can see the colors. The furthest part of the peninsula from the mainland, from Italy mainland. All right, so Now, let me go. Now, this is the central part, the historical old part of Vieste. So, we are talking about, yes, it said in the article 2300 for an apartment, for a studio in the historical central part. We see the range is 2250, 2500. All right. Then we also have green areas where the prices of the properties are a bit lower. Okay, they are in green. I'm sorry, but there is a wasp here and I hate wasps. So in live, we have. I'm not gonna stop the recording, my friends. You may enjoy. And come on, get out, get out, get out, go. I don't like wasps or bees. I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, my friends. Anyway, the good thing is that I'm at the end of the video with this surprise. I'm not acting, I swear. So, unfortunately, I leave the door open here because temperatures, anyway, are quite high. And okay, it seems like it disappeared. I'm fine. I'm fine. I see her. They usually go out on their own. They prefer freedom, but they also like to enter in the house time to time and then join my company. All right, all right. Okay, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed the video and let me know under the comment section anyway your opinion about the prices and which one are the best destination where to buy a property in Apulia region, and I'll see you here on Italy a Place to Love YouTube channel. Bye.